I kind of like it. I know you like it.
Yeah. Hopefully tummies aren't grumbling too much, though.
Mine is a little bit. Need a snack.
Dinner time after this.
Yes.
So during the show, we are going to take a tour of Dragonbone's dungeons. So let's take a quick look at the schedule. One more. Unto the breach, my dear friends. Look at me butchering that quote.
What is that?
Do you know what that's from?
I don't.
Bonus points.
Should that be
bonus points if you know what that's from?
the giveaway? But I have to know what it is, and I don't.
So Dragonbone's dungeon tour today. We will start with Fang Lair and then go to Serpent Peak.
Scale Collar Peak.
Scale Collar Peak? Oh my goodness.
What did you call it?
Serpent Peak.
What is that?
I don't know.
This is what happens when we stream too late.
We'll be with dungeon lead Mike Finnegan and writer-designer Tori Doherty.
Is it Shakespeare, CJ?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, Jimmy JJ got it.
Nice.
Good job.
Except he missed an E at the end. I know how to spell it. What's that?
Did he get to play?
No,
but-
Henry
which
V.
play?
But
Henry V,
Beldernick did. Yep.
That's correct.
Well, he said Henry V, but
Actually,
That's correct.
close enough.
Chaz 30.
Close enough. Nice work, guys. Thank you.
Shakespeare without an E is like a weapon.
What?
I'm going to use my Shakespeare on you.
Shakespeare!
Why are you 90 years old all of a sudden?
Because that's what you do, you shake.
Oh, I get it, like Elder Scroll.
All right.
So
Elder
as always,
Scrolls.
we'll have a couple giveaways throughout the show too. And
Let's get on with it.
we'll wrap up with just a short bit of news at the very end too. So thank
Shake
you all
your spirit.
for
Shakespeare.
joining us. I guess we can get on with the show, yeah?
I guess so. So, you guys have been
This
hearing
guy.
this guy blabbing away over here. Just can't wait to start talking. Mike Finnegan, F.U. Finn.
Yeah.
What? What?
Out of nowhere.
And Tori, first time ESO Live joiner.
Yay.
Welcome. Everybody say hi to Tori, writer-designer for ESO, yeah?
Yep.
Which areas have you written / designed for?
For
hyphens.
Clockwork City, which was kind of my first foray into Big Quest, I did the Mnemonic Planisphere, and I did the Halls of Regulation, which I'm very proud of.
Right on.
And then for these two dungeons, I did Scale Collar Peak. So
Does
that's
your
mine.
shirt say heck yeah dragons?
Yeah, heck yeah, dragons.
That's
Nice.
right.
So relevant.
So
This is
on
my
point.
favorite shirt, so I was like, gotta wear it.
Yeah.
And very PG, too.
Yes, heck yeah.
Yeah, dragons.
Absolutely.
Mine
All right.
says Bethesda.
I see that.
Okay.
Mine says, it's got a logo, I guess.
V.
It says Volcom.
It says Henry V.
Well,
So what is this?
This is hashtag FUFin. This was, it started
Yes.
with, I think, some Maelstrom double drop weekends where people started to not do that well. So they started to have a hashtag for FUFin when they didn't do well, and it's since branched out to dungeons and trials.
It's clearly your fault.
Rich Lambert's wife had that made for me. So now I look upon it affectionately every day.
she also made his /lurk shirt.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Rich's
Wait, say that
Lifers,
5 times
yeah,
fast.
yeah.
Go ahead.
And I also have a
/lurk shirt.
cup for tears that's right next to this.
Are they player tears?
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
Or your own?
No, they're my tears
Oh.
every time somebody fails. Every time somebody does something.
That's not
Wow.
true after
No,
you
no.
cackling.
No, I don't cackle. I Irish whisper.
Well,
All right.
so as Jess mentioned, we're going to be going through the 2 upcoming dungeons coming in Dragon Bones. We announced the release dates
Yes.
also, so
Yes.
it's going to be February 12th for PC and Mac, and February
27th.
for Xbox One and PS4. Good save.
That was good. I thought you guys were just playing off each other and then. It's
pretty
yes,
slick, right?
That's exactly what that
Yeah,
was.
we're good at that.
So just a little over a week away for PC.
Yeah.
Yep, and there will be one more incremental patch on PTS on Monday. That'll be our last one before we go live.
Yeah. Should be
So, which is the first dungeon you wanted to show off?
We're showing off Fang Lair. This is the dungeon with the reanimated bone dragon at the bottom of it.
Oh, right on.
Right on.
I don't even know.
The story behind this dungeon is, so if people remember from Elder Scrolls Arena, which was Elder Scrolls 1, this was the very first dungeon that you went into in Elder Scrolls Arena. It was called Fang Lair. You went in there to, I think, assemble the Staff of Chaos, or parts of the Staff of Chaos. And if you remember it from that game, it looks a lot like ours. I'm kidding. It looks nothing like ours. So that game is 20 years old or something like that. So
still, people have enjoyed seeing some of the callbacks to that game.
And that was what we really wanted to do. Actually, I think it was Rich who suggested it when we were talking about doing these and stuff. And he said, hey, why don't you use Fang Lair? So we kind of got into it, got the story. It's the exact same story. The backstory is the same. A dragon moved in, laid waste to the place. It was a Dwemer mine. Dragon moved in, kicked all the Dwemer out or killed them. Made this its lair. The name of the Dwemer mine has been lost to time. It just became known as Fang Lair. In that one, it was populated with a bunch of random monsters that you had to go and kill and stuff. So in ours, a group of necromancers has moved in to, the dragon eventually died. So a group of necromancers have moved in to reanimate the corpse of the dragon and unleash it upon Tamriel.
If you're gonna reanimate a corpse,
right? Might as well be a bone dragon.
Go big or go
right?
home.
Yes, and it's the very first time you get to see a dragon in ESO.
It is.
So,
Guess what? You have a fan in chat. His name is Rich Lambert. He said you're his hero.
Oh, that's adorable.
Heart here.
Okay. I'm not. Yeah, come on. It's cool though. I appreciate it.
Hey, somebody was asking if there's going to be a giveaway today. There is, and if you're lucky, maybe we'll do 2 giveaways.
What the what?
2.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Ysera. She is the quest giver in a dungeon, and I will let Tori explain her spiel, her shtick.
So she is called a trailblazer. She's actually part of the Undaunted, but she goes out and scopes places out, and then she says, yeah, everybody come here, and this is a good place to go into, because they're all about going to new, exciting, and very dangerous places. So she's here to kind of scope it out to see if this is something the Undaunted would want to go to. And she's noticed that there is a lot of necromancy going on, and that's not usually a good thing. So
is that something that the Undaunted would want to go to, or would they avoid it because of the necromancers?
I mean,
So the Undaunted are very much like a,
like, give me challenge.
it's like a bro club. Yeah, they're kind of like what they like play beer pong and then go fight in dungeons.
Do you
It's
even
kind of like
live?
what they do. So like, do you even live, bro? Yeah. So like, this is totally like they walk in like necromancers, bring it on, and then they run in here and stuff. So. I mean, that's just my take on it.
yeah. I think that'd be
I
really
think
fun to
that
go here.
that's canon.
Yeah, I think that is.
I mean, the player could be Undaunted.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
in the
and
game,
and
so.
what's funny is if you look at the Undaunted skill line, spoiler, if you look at the Undaunted skill line, there's a lot of, there's like a blood altar, there's a bone shield, there's a, so it seems rather necromantic.
Yeah.
Maybe they're cutting out
What
competition.
the? Yeah, right. Okay, so I am on an internal server, and I am going to use dev commands to get through some of this
Cheating.
stuff.
So this is Fang Lair, yeah?
This is.
And how, well, somebody in chat was asking,
Yeah,
just to make
gotcha.
sure.
This is Fang Lair. Look at this, doors that open. This is one of those
Whoa.
weird things that we did in development where we just, through our world building techniques and stuff like that, we were able to do, a lot of times when you go into dungeons, you hit a door and then you teleport to the other side.
Right.
So in this one, we really wanted a contiguous space that you kind of move through. And one of the weird side effects that has actually been extremely well received that we just kind of did on a whim. We were like, oh, we could do this. We can open these doors.
It's a real door.
And like universally on streams or as we see people play, like, oh my gosh, a door, and it just opens. So
I love chat also. They're like, doors confirmed.
yeah.
Doors an update.
So it's actually been really cool to see that kind of thing, and then
A door boss?
yeah, this is door boss.
That is a thing in JRPGs.
Yes.
Wall and
Right.
door bosses.
And chess, yeah.
So another thing is we wanted to tell
Do
you.
that again, Tori.
Thank you.
Another thing we want to do is to kind of show you where you're going to go. So from the start of this is really close to the end of the dungeon. So if you, as you travel, you walk in, you walk down here, and you can see where eventually you're going to get to. And then if you look off to the side, you could see all the little places that you're going to get to here. So there's
That's
some
cool.
Dwemer
Yeah,
stuff
fun
off on the
vistas.
side. Yep. And you're actually going to reach those interesting places and kill people.
So normally this is a 4-player dungeon.
Yes, it
Doing
is.
a tour here since we're on an internal server. How difficult is this dungeon in comparison to some of the other 4-player dungeons that we've released?
So the goal for this was we've heard a lot of feedback, and there's these 2 like competing camps or 3 competing camps of people that want more challenge or stuff is right or stuff isn't tough or something like that. So we tried to dial back a little bit the difficulty in veteran from some of the other DLC dungeons that you would have seen, but at the same time really push the difficulty with the hard mode. So the hard mode for the final bosses in both Scalecaller and Thurvican are really difficult. They're pretty much some of the hardest hard modes we've done in dungeons, and that's where we kind of got a bang for our buck to allow the people that really want a challenge to go in there and kind of push themselves to the limit. So
Cool.
that was the goal. So the goal is to make it a little bit easier, a little bit more accessible on veteran. This is Lisbeth Charnis. She is.
Let me guess, a necromancer?
She is. She's got the necro tats.
Yeah,
What?
sweet.
That's it's like a ritual. After you resurrect 3 bodies, you get the arm tats. After you resurrect, after
So
you
more tats.
Yeah. After you get a bone guardian up, you get the leg tat. You know, that kind of thing. So
And how many bosses are in Fang Lair?
there's 5, which is pretty typical for what we try to do for dungeons.
Yeah.
I know Horns of the Reach, Bloodroot Forge had 1 extra boss, but yeah, we try to keep it around 5 bosses. And there's an escalation mechanic for these as far as the bosses are concerned. The first boss is pretty much a waves of monsters that you're going to fight, and then she's around the outside. And as you defeat those waves of monster, you progress and defeat the boss. And then we try to escalate it so the second boss is more difficult than the third boss, and
Ooh, that door.
yada yada. I know we got doors. All the doors open.
Now you're just going to have a dungeon full of doors now.
Yeah,
that you can.
Doors to doors. Or you
Actually,
have
that
to,
might
like,
be kind of fun.
You have
like
to
a,
emote in front of them to
a
get them to
maze
open.
of doors. You have to
Yeah.
choose the right way.
Oh, I just bypassed one of these, but this is a fun mechanic that everybody loves. Exploding
Yes.
plants.
Love it.
Ooh. That's part of where this came from.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Do
we
not
noticed
stand
that
in the red
everybody
test.
loves. Well, it's Maelstrom Arena with Arena 7 with the exploding plants that everybody loves.
Don't stand
So
in
we
stupid.
decided
right,
to
Shimmer?
that door's locked until you kill these monsters.
I know she's in chat somewhere.
Yeah, don't stand in the stupid.
Oh, that video.
Face pulling.
Told you we were watching them today.
We also got some. We were trying to, with the aesthetic in here, we were trying to sell that this is Dwemer, but it's very, very old Dwemer. It was laid waste to, so there's no active steam pipes. There's no Dwemer creatures or anything like that. It's all overgrown with fungus and plants and stuff like that. And of course, no necromantic dungeon is complete without skin-stitched banners, because they also brought in these cool obelisks with unique runes and stuff like that in here to worship, I guess, for lack of a better word. Yeah, they are pretty cool. They
just
got
all the
different
skeletons.
in them. Yep.
Hey, someone in chat was asking if you can jump to your death anywhere in this dungeon.
Yeah, everywhere. Pretty much
Everywhere.
everywhere off of this you can jump to your death. Am I going to do it right now? No. But you can do
But
it.
you can.
This is Necromancer Modern Art.
Aesthetic.
Yes. This is the futility of
Hanging out.
hanging. It's just hanging out.
Oh,
Oh, and you
That's
guys
why
thought
she's a
I
writer.
had dad jokes.
That's why she's
That was
the
a Tori
writer.
joke. Yep.
Death jumping. Did we announce the price for this DLC?
Oh, you know what? I actually don't think that we did, although we can.
May as well. I know a few people were asking
yeah,
what
yeah.
the price of this would
Yeah.
be.
So it's 1,500, I believe. I'm looking over here
Crowns,
because-
not dollars.
Yeah. $1,500.
$1,500. We're really proud of this
good
one. Really proud of this
dungeons,
one. Yeah, these
for
are really
the
good.
DLC, and then 4,000 for the
collector's
collector's bundle.
That's the
which
one with
has
the
skeleton, the mini skeleton bone
pet.
pet.
Wow.
Yes,
Dragon's
it's
pet.
pet,
I
bone
can't remember
dragon
the name
pet.
of it.
Mini
Skeleton made
skeleton
with
bone
bones.
pet.
The mini bone dragon pet
opposed
and
to
the Fangler courser.
Yeah,
some
the
XP
bone
scrolls
dragon
too,
pet
right?
is
XP scrolls,
the
yeah.
bone dragon pet is pretty awesome.
He is cool. I like the mount. It's pretty pretty neat.
Yeah, don't ask me
There's
to
an
remember full
image.
names of Crown Store items.
There is an image of it we just put out with the Crown Store showcase.
So this right here is the next
Grumbling.
boss. This is the what we call the Undead Menagerie, or Cadaverous Menagerie. These necromancers are very much collectors. If you want to talk about that.
Right, so Orin is kind of like a collector of fine specimen, which is why getting a dragon's really, really cool to him. And kind of part of these menagerie guys is him like figuring out how to connect animals in cool ways so that when he gets to the dragon, he's got it. You know what I mean? So this is like their experimental room where they're just like working with animal bones and seeing how that all works.
Cool.
Not very well when I'm here. Know what I'm saying?
So good, so good.
All right, yeah. I'm surprised I didn't get dungeon damage dealer. I think I already got it. I'm not
All right,
good.
so just placed a link in chat with the Dragon Bones Collector's Bundle, so you can see what the mount and the pet looks like.
And this, as some of you have noted, 1,500 is usually the price that we have for dungeon pack DLCs. So it's comparable to
Mine's a
other ones
pet.
we've released in the past, like Shadows of the Hist.
Oh, are you trying to find it?
Is it down here? What's it called? Do we know?
It's the. Hold on, I'm looking for it. The Fanglair Courser.
No, this is the pet.
The pet.
Oh, small bone dragon construct. Pet. Lowercase p. On pet.
I don't see it.
Malkarn, this hits
Why
on
don't you just search for it?
February
Oh.
12th
Do a search, man.
for
Come
PC
on.
Mac and
Search for
February
bone, that's
27th
not
for
it.
Xbox One and PS4.
Never
All these two
mind.
bicker.
So
Does
as
it? You know what? Bones McNasty. It does come with the door. In fact,
Comes with all the doors. All the doors you can open.
that's someone's
welcome.
name.
I like how she says it. It
not
sounded
call-
like an
I'm not
insult, didn't
calling
it? It sounds
somebody
like,
that.
hey, Bones
I thought that was your
McNasty.
sudden new nickname.
That's right. You know what?
On
Bones
Wayne's face, he's like,
Why don't you get through this dungeon?
What are you
Bones
doing?
McNasty. All right, this is Calurian.
all DLC game packs come with a new door. How many
Don't
doors?
start writing checks for me here. I can't guarantee brand new doors everywhere. Well, apparently we got to get that on the art schedule. New doors for everything.
Mookie Mouse? Yes, you do get the DLC if you have ESO Plus.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about Calurian here.
Right.
He's a lich.
He's a lich. He's not. He's special, you know, because he's got his former self still in there
He
somewhere.
was originally Lich Rambert.
Really?
Is that true?
No.
Well, it is now.
If that was like the in progress dev name, that would be amazing.
Dude, somebody's gonna make that character now. They're running to live. Like, oh my god, that's my new name.
Oh.
So,
Who's gonna be first?
so we can talk about Lich Rambert again.
So he's being controlled by Orin to like do his commands, but he's still cognizant. So once you know he's defeated, he'll actually help you out throughout the quest. So
Yeah.
you get to hear his story and how he was actually one of the original adventurers to come and kill Thurvakun, like you know forever ago when he first died.
So, and what he does is he has been he studies different animals and creatures in Tamriel to kind of harness their powers. So while you're fighting him, he will enact some of these skulls around the room, and they augment the powers he can do. So if he has a shock, he'll get fire powers. If he does the mammoth skull, he'll get ice powers or
Oh, cool.
frost powers. And then there's little skeletons that will emerge from the ground, and if you pull, they blow up when they die. So if you pull them close to the skulls, then they will blow up the skulls.
Inkling said that name is already taken. I don't
I'm
know if
sure
that
it
means
is.
he
I'm
just
sure
took
it
it
is,
or if
yeah.
somebody else already had it.
I'm sure somebody was
Somebody was
in game and was like, I got to get that one.
Mine.
Oh man. Hey,
Mine.
so what are you? What is your character? Boy, I almost said, what are you wearing? What is your character wearing right now?
Giggity.
My character is wearing the Ulfner's Favor armor, which drops in this dungeon in Fanglair. So
cool.
yeah, it's the new heavy armor set, and he also has the sword and the shield from it. So the shield looks pretty cool. I also like the scale collar shield has like a dragon on it and looks like bone around the outside of it too. It's really, really cool stuff.
Yeah, we saw somebody who's creating that on Twitter, I think it was.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
Oh,
really
I did
cool.
see that.
Yeah.
This is Ulfner and Sabina, two other of the adventurers.
Curved swords.
Yeah, look.
Like a big
That was
can
one of my
opener.
favorites.
It is. That's exactly what it is. That's how they do it. They do.
Multi-purpose.
You use it to open a can of whoop ass. I'm just gonna keep like hitting these softballs out of the park here, Jess. Right? You keep setting me up, right?
So Orin actually made Chlorion like resurrect his old campaign buddies who did pass on. So these are like their spirits have been summoned by Chlorion, and you have to fight them.
Yeah, so Ulfner and Sabina work in tandem, where the ghost is kind of over the top of them, and every once in a while, Sabina will jump down and then chain one of the members of the party and start slowly pulling him. And if it gets to her, Ulfner will walk over and stab a sword into him and kill him. So it's something you have to pay attention to and break your friends out. Let's go.
Guess you don't have to break your friends out,
Let's
right?
go.
Yeah, what happens if you
You
don't?
just leave them there.
They die.
Oh,
Oh well, maybe you shouldn't have gotten caught.
Yeah, right? It's totally a mechanic that we made that you had no control over, but maybe you should be better.
Get good.
Get good, right?
So if anybody is joining us right now, we're playing on our
gosh.
internal server, so we're running around with some dev commands. That's why he's not getting stomped running around by himself.
I wouldn't get stomped anyways,
Yes,
is what
you
I'm saying.
would.
I know all
Yeah,
the
This is normally a 4-player
Tricks
dungeon.
and
tricks and yeah.
skills.
And this is Fang Lair.
Yep. So another thing we try to do is telegraph boss mechanics. I know I've said this before, so people that have seen this before know this. This crystal will play an important part in the final boss fight. If you do not target this crystal and kind of destroy it, then creatures will come out of this
Summoning
circle
Yeah.
and kill you. So you want to make that a priority target, and then when you fight Thurvican at the end, those crystals are there as well. Boom shakalaka. I know people are gonna. Oh, look at that. Oh. Yeah. And now we're gonna summon Kalurian to come and do some sweet staff action.
Nice.
Whoa-ya! I did the original VO stuff for this. It didn't make it in though. I
It was
totally
good,
did.
though.
I totally
It was
good. I appreciate that. Whatcha?
Oh man,
yeah.
I kind of want to do that for like April Fools. Just replace all the VO
Replace all the
with
VOs
us just
with
doing
us
like
just doing it. Pew 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 pew. It'd be like the Lego movies. Pew 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 pew. That's the fire staff. Or that's the lightning staff. I'm getting good at this.
Here comes monster.
Yeah. It's just weird VOs, just like weird
Freaking
things, like
door.
rats yelling at you and stuff. Hey, I'm gonna bite you.
I'm running to you. I'm about to attack.
Destroy it.
Who's that?
That's Ysera.
That's
Oh,
just
I
Sarah.
thought-
She's helping out.
I'm like, I
That's
thought we
another
were on.
player. We're grouped.
I looked down for a second. I was
Dun,
like,
dun,
Who else is
dun.
in there?
She helps you throughout the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah. And at the end too, she has some stuff
That's
that she
nice
does
of
for
her.
you. Yeah.
She's very nice. She's
Yeah.
very nice. For an undaunted.
Hey, there could be some undaunted players listening in right now.
You're right. My bad.
The undaunted are great.
The undaunted are great. They're my favorite.
No sarcasm.
None.
They're actually
None
featured in
whatsoever.
both these dungeons. So.
Yes, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And they give all the pledges. So this is the final approach to Thurvican. Go ahead.
Yeah, like he has this grand speech. I just love how like when you're walking down here, you can hear him kind of monologuing to you. It feels very like last scene in an epic movie kind of feel for you.
If he had a mustache, he'd be twiddling it.
Yeah.
And your shattered bodies will make the perfect soundtrack.
Hey, somebody in chat was asking the recommended level for this DLC or for
Well,
this dungeon.
Normal, you could probably do at any level.
Yeah.
Starting at
Veteran,
10?
I mean, veteran, we try to shoot these around 300-ish, but you can do them at 160, especially if you're really, really competent.
If you're
and then hard mode
Oh, you hear that?
would be
Dinner time.
hard mode. Hard mode would be more than that.
More than.
I mean, it really
more
depends
than
on your
that.
skill level at that point.
Yeah, sure.
Is how well you could do it.
But you could hop in at level
We
10.
balance it to about
for
300. We
normal.
have 300, CB 300 people going through there when we first balance it
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. So this is the cool shot of the bone dragon right here
There he
before
is.
it's resurrected.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it like 2 seconds later.
if all the screenshots we posted weren't spoilers, I guess.
There it is.
This is so cool. I love how they did this.
You have to be the ones to
Roar.
It's like a magical girl transformation.
Yeah. So Ysera is here to help you out. Orin the Black is kind of, which by the way that's a comically villainous name. You know, he
He's
went to-
kind of comically villainous.
yeah, he went to
Someone pointed out that it sounds like an anime,
right.
like an anime bad
would-
guy name.
Right.
He went to Villains R Us to
Or
get
in the
this.
black. Yeah.
Oh well, Thorvakun is
That's what we
actually
call him internally.
actually Dova. Thorvakun is actually Dova. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's legit, but he's also through a coon.
yeah,
Doki doki.
yeah.
Now I want to see Chibi fight version.
Yeah.
We do. We like have it as a pet. So.
Yeah, there is
Yeah,
the pet. Yeah. Boom. What you gonna do? So yeah, this is kind of the dragon fight. He does he drops so that poison he drops from his mouth. This is another thing that really chased the tank. He summons his beetle, which will go after the tank, and it slowly snares the person that it was targeting until that person can't move at all. And in veteran, it does the same thing, but it's a little bit more damaging. And then in hard mode, he summons 2. So it's kind of like a DPS target for you to.
How
I'm just going to kill past him now.
how do you summon hard mode? Somebody was asking.
There are notes that you can read in veteran. I forgot where we moved them to. They used to be right next to the book, which was really funny, but people did not enjoy that. So
It's like the scroll of
Yeah.
of hard mode.
yeah, it's
Not
not
called
a
that.
scroll of glorious battle. I think it's his notes of something.
Right. Yeah.
All right, now we are going to
Do some hackies.
take a look at scale color.
Okay, while you
If I
guys are doing
spelled it
that, you
right,
want to
I
do a quick
did.
giveaway?
We should do a giveaway.
Giveaway.
Yes.
I vote for giveaway.
Do you have a
What
word?
should
that
the
you want it to
word
be?
be?
Think of something funny, Finnegan. Come on, you're good.
Yeah,
at this.
right.
Come on,
On the
you're the
spot.
funny guy. Come on.
On the spot. Lich Rambert?
I don't know if people are gonna know how to spell lich.
Rich. No, wait.
No,
hold
not
on.
Rich.
Lich. Rambert.
Both?
All one word.
Oh,
Well,
should
maybe
it be?
not. Okay, all right.
Let's
I'm
just do something
getting-
simple.
Yeah, okay.
Like-
No, they're already saying it. That's
Okay.
it. 2 words. Lich Rambert with a space.
With a space.
There you go. Nailed it.
It's Lich, lich, right?
Yes.
I did Lich. Yeah.
Good.
Rambert.
Rambert.
Poor Rich. He's in
I know,
chat like
Rich is
really.
like-
It's an honor,
I
honestly.
expect him to
It is
Kool-Aid.
an honor.
I
Yeah.
expect him to Kool-Aid man through the well.
Yeah, right. What are you doing?
F you, Finn.
So this giveaway is going to be for crowns.
Yep.
A nice, happy little crown pack for your happy little dungeons
What are
coming
we,
up.
like Bob Ross?
Yes.
Happy little crown
Yeah, why
pack.
not?
Little pack of crowns.
I'm gonna paint some happy little crowns here.
Have a little crowns here.
So, how long does it usually take your team to make a dungeon from start to finish?
Like a couple days, right? Just
Yeah.
crank them out.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's 3-ish months or so
Wow.
per dungeon. So it's a rough estimate. I mean, it's not all contiguous. It's not like we do something for 3 straight months and then we do something else. We're kind of bouncing between where we do a lot of the bulk of the work in one section and then we put it down and go do something else and then come back to it. Balance in particular is done.
Rich just texted and said, "I'm coming up."
I hope he's coming up to do his lich move.
I like how now his lich moves is like Thriller. That's probably gonna get. I thought of Rich. I thought of a Halloween costume for you. Yeah, we'll put stuff down, and then right before what we do is we call it what we call lock, or right before that we kind of get everything ready for to be pushed out to PTS. We go through and we balance it. We hit all the balance passes. So that's to make sure that there's a lot of parts that go into like a package, like an update. So we want to make sure all of those, as many of those things are kind of in and put to bed and stuff before we start to do balance stuff, so that we don't get kind of sprung on like light at the last minute.
Cool. 3 months. Wow.
So we'll choose a winner in just a second. Again, the keyword is Lich Rambert.
2 words.
For
The keyword.
He's got a point.
She meant keywords.
the keywords. God, such a critic back there. It's easy when you're not in front of the camera, huh? You want to say that to my face?
Whoa. Whoa. Hey, and next on ESO Live, it's a UFC match.
She's gonna hyperventilate.
Do you want
Blood sport.
Do you
ESO
want to
Live
say
Blood
hi?
Sport Edition.
Yay! Look who it is!
Rich
Lich
is
Rambert
peeking
has
his head through
appeared.
the door right now.
This is what happens when we
Shaking
stream
his head.
after dark.
He's shaking his head.
Do you want to sit? We saved you a seat right here.
Right here on the table.
Just kind of drape yourself across the table.
No.
Go ahead. Lich Rambert, everyone.
Oh, he's giving us a special
Yeah.
salute
Oh,
right now.
he did.
Aw.
That's nice of you. You know what? I think I have one.
There's a
back here,
bird in here.
too. You see it? Little one? Hey, Wayne, do you want to read the winner of the giveaway?
Yay!
Yeah.
Wayne, everybody.
Oh, do I read on your laptop?
Here,
Yeah, here. I'll roll it.
I might break
sit
the
real
table.
quick.
I might break the table.
They can't even see your face.
Okay. Well,
Here you
it's
go.
tall.
Here you go.
Where's the winner? Oh,
Right
Here,
here.
look at the camera.
the winner is Chris 1989. Wrong camera.
The one with the look.
1989, you're the winner.
They can't see your face. You have to kneel down.
Chris 1989.
There you go.
Thank you, Wayne. Hi, Wayne. Uh-oh. IT wants me to restart my computer.
Oh.
Wayne, can we not do that right now?
You don't have to if you postpone it like 4 times beforehand.
Well, congrats, Chris, 1989. We will get in touch with you
If you
if
need to,
you're...
I have another one.
Oh, thank you. It's very kind of you.
All right.
So scale, color.
Scale, color,
peak.
peak.
Back to the show.
Back
Rich,
to
do you
the
want to have a seat with us?
I can scoot over.
There's
Yes,
plenty
there
of... We can make room. Is that the problem? Come here.
But you can't hear me.
Come here. They can hear you just fine. Come on, pal.
Hey, hello.
There we go. Look how cozy this is.
All right.
Hey. This is fun.
Is it?
He's just here to make
Yeah.
sure.
Screen now.
He's just
I
here to make
know.
sure I don't say.
Wow,
Stop.
somebody's angry.
Angry.
All right, you don't have to be angry. This is a good time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who's angry?
someone in chat. You know what? We're gonna make them. Well, no.
All right.
So this is scale color.
Please,
This is scale color peak. Yeah.
Tori keeping us on track.
Yeah. Look at this.
It is
Tori's our new
the
moderator.
abandoned ruins of a dragon priest, well, a dragon's temple. The dragon priest, just kind of does the little management stuff here and there. So Zaan, was the dragon priest of this temple. So yeah.
And is the first time in Elder Scrolls
Yeah.
that you have seen a female dragon priest.
Right? Yeah.
That's a big
Yeah,
deal.
it
That is a big deal.
You've never seen that before, so they do exist.
Yep.
This is Yorvold. Do you want to talk about Yorvold?
He is a dragon priest researcher. He is all about the dragon priest. He came here specifically to study about Zaan because he believes that she has this unique connection. Well, she had a unique connection to her dragon. But when he came here, the temple was kind of filled with these cultists that were not dragon priest affiliated. So he is trying to help you out, or you're going to help him out with these disgusting cultists that are just like swarming all over the place.
Exactly.
They are pretty gross. I don't know if you've heard some of this, they're all sickly.
They are. They're very sickly. And even the creatures that are in the dungeon are also sickly. So you have these ogres which have this
Ew.
kind of
Pus.
plague and
Yeah.
pus
Plague-ridden.
filled stuff
Yeah.
here.
Looks like he smells delicious.
Looks like he smells delicious.
I mean, am I right?
Good. Looks like he smells
Oh, you can see,
tasty. That's like 3 of the 5
There's a
senses.
great place you
Yeah.
can jump off to your death.
Oh
Right.
yeah, look at
That
that.
guy's
Somebody
name,
already did.
That guy's name down there is Lucky.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. That is actually
You
his
can see
name.
his display name right there.
Yep, Lucky.
Ludovic the Lucky.
Ludwig the Lucky.
Yeah.
That's great.
Not so lucky down there.
I don't know. Maybe he is. You haven't been in this
He's just
dungeon.
taking a
You don't
nap.
know. So this is the kind of like outer antechamber. That's the actual entrance to the temple proper.
Yeah.
But you have to, because the bridge is out, you got to take these side
Gotta
paths
take
to
the
go
scenic
through.
route.
Yep, you got to take the scenic route.
Do you want to wear a helmet?
Sorry.
Like,
You want to wear this?
No. My pocket's vibrating and Jess is looking at me funny.
Oh my!
Hey yo, that's that shaky spear.
I don't even know what to
Oh, good idea. You sat
Probably
down,
your
Rich.
wife watching.
It's a good thing I came upstairs.
Yeah.
Great idea.
say. Hey, your idea.
Well, you love these dungeons. We've been
You're
practicing.
missing out.
oh, you should kill a skeever and
Oh
show.
yeah. So
No, that's
we
a
should.
squirrel.
That's a, oh
That
my
was a
bad.
squirrel.
You got to kill all the
I
squirrels.
think
There's
he's up
foxes and stuff.
here.
There's one up here.
Yeah.
I'll kill him. So yeah, these skeevers are nasty or fun. See if you see that giant AOE telegraph, and then the longer you stand in it, they kind of shoot you. And then if you step out, you don't have it.
Yeah.
You step in, they shoot you.
I think we have an achievement to like not be hit by any skeever bugs.
Yep.
That's just one achievement.
Yep.
That was fun to write.
And this is the first 2 bosses. This is Orzen, the foul-smelling.
Yeah.
Yours in the
that's us.
stinky.
And Renarius the rancid.
Orzen, the delicious-smelling. And Rhaenyra's the rancid. So these 2 have a love-hate relationship. Rhaenyra likes to stay in the center of this thing, and Orzen likes to walk around. And eventually, they kind of, when they get together, you kind of see how they don't like each other. But part of this is also, it's telegraphing these kind of boss mechanics. So as they get close to each other, you see this green circle form around them. That's to tell you that when they're close together, they do more damage and they damage you. See this? Rhaenyra is like, get out. And
All
Orzen's
couples
like,
have
oh
their
yeah,
tiffs."
all couples have their tiffs. That's exactly right. and she's like,
Oh.
she's like, I'm rancid, but you stinky. And,
It's
you know,
like
it's like degrees of nastiness, I guess. And
You're
It
always
reminds
comfortable
me
in
of
your own
the-
funk, I
Yeah.
think.
Did you ever see the purple mattress
You talking to me?
ad? What?
she say something about my funk.
I mean, we didn't want to say it.
She's like, it's awful hot in here. Just saying. All right, that's what happens when you kill them.
Boom. Bye-bye.
This is part of the. Although there is some cool aspects of this boss fight in that one boss will summon this like storm that's kind of going around. If you step in, you get into a block of ice. But that's the only way to prevent the other guys. He hits the ground, and this little like eruption will follow you. And if it hits you, it kills you. But if you're in a block of ice, it just hits the block of ice and it doesn't kill you. So it's kind of, you're playing off these. So you want to keep both of them alive, because if you kill one and the other one has a health, when he does that ability, you have no way to protect yourself. So you want to do that like kind of back and forth. And the other one has a, will summon these pillars that you can defend against. So
Tips from the master, y'all.
Master.
So you can see coming up that there are journals throughout
Yes.
of Nethian Mortio, who is the former cult leader of this cult. Sorry. And he has these research notes throughout about like his research within the entire temple, and you find out that it's actually the cult that's making all of these guys sick to kind of perfect their research of making the nastiest plague of ever that's ever been.
Nastiest plague ever.
Yeah.
Before they unleash it on all of
Dude.
Tamriel.
All of Tamriel.
It's like you guys practiced that.
We did not. So this is the entrance proper. It's guarded by gargoyles, as most good entrances are. But it also has these orbs, which are pretty cool in that they will put an effect into the fight space, which if you stand in it, you'll get turned to stone. So you want to avoid it at all
That
costs.
sounds like a great thing to put in front of your Tamriel house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Oh, there it was. Oops.
Good security.
Are there doors in this dungeon? Bones McNasty really wants to
There
know.
are most of the doors in this. Here, you'll see see there's the effect that's on there.
Oh, wow.
And then a lot of these will become active the further health you get down, and then sometimes they'll even break off and follow a player around, or they blow up when you complete it. These doors do not open. There's various reasons for why these doors
Our
don't open,
special
like
guest.
Fang Lair, but we still try to keep the amount of teleporting between doors. We're just doing a show.
That's okay. I'm just talking about
Not far. I'm sorry to interrupt.
it.
I think they can.
Oh, shit. I mean,
See?
Oh,
darn.
potty mouth lips
Darn
for
it.
Amber. I'm gonna hear about that next week.
This guy's killing me.
Oh, you're coming up to another book. It's gonna be like right
Yep,
there.
yeah.
So you can also read about the dragon the dragon cultist who used to live here. It's a brother and sister duo who are kind of talking about the fact that the dragon that once owned this temple has left, and how they're kind of losing faith in Zaan. And you kind of learn about what actually happened to her all those years ago, and it wasn't too great. It wasn't too great for Zaan.
She was, she had some issues.
She had some
work-
issues,
she had to
yeah.
work through.
Yeah.
So this is scaling the outer part of the peak. The
That looks awesome.
the scale
Is that why we call it Scale Collar Peak?
Yeah, 'cause-
because you have to scale to the.
Well,
That's exactly right.
She's on the scale collar. Like
not.
legitimately, it's aimed after her, but you do have to scale.
she is called Scale Caller because she had to scale the.
Yeah.
No, she's not actually. It's because she had a dragon. It's because she had a dragon. But it's pretty handy that the regulations for cultists put in these handrails. So you can't have a mountain ascent without handrails, because somebody could slip and fall. So yeah, safety first. is
Safety
important.
first.
So you do get to see some pretty cool scenery to tell
Jump,
you that you're.
jump,
Oh,
jump.
No, you will die. I don't want to do that. But you do get to see kind of like as you climb up and how,
Use your
how far.
paraglider.
Paraglider.
Let me find.
What game is this?
It's not that one.
Not that one. That's exactly right.
Oh, look at him. He looks friendly.
He does. Oh, this is another thing to highlight the giants, though. If you see, the giants also have that kind of plague
Oh, yeah.
disease look to them. So the cultists that have been in here and concocting these plagues, they've infected essentially the mountain. So all of the creatures, including the laminids, or the laminids, which are called laminids, but I like the affectionate term that players have called them lemonades. So
So a
now I
nasty
think
lemonade.
we always, that is a nasty lemonade right there. She should be Lemonade the Nasty. But she's
We got
not.
Nate the Nasty.
We got Nate the Nasty, that's true. And Dolly Mesh.
Doyle the Gargoyle.
Doyle the Gargoyle was his original name. This is Matriarch Aldous. This is the second time in our game that we've used the giant matriarch. But she is, again, disease-ridden, so you see like the little, she's got a little boil right there.
Ew.
If you give her, she'll give you a quarter if you rub it.
You're disgusting. Get out. Too far, too far.
I mean, all right. Anyways,
Digging.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
so this is only the second time you've seen her. Her abilities are if you notice that the water has kind of turned green up here, so it's along the same lines as, it's not hitting me because I'm not taking any damage right now, but it's along the same lines as when you saw in Maelstrom Arena where the water damages you and stuff, so you want to stay out of it. She summons the lemonades, which will put a geyser down, which somebody has to go stand in, or then everybody gets hit
Lemonade
by
geyser.
the lemonade geyser, which is like weirdly brown, so it doesn't look like lemonade.
This is going really bad.
I did, yeah. Yeah.
It's a lemonade geyser.
Oh god.
Her lemonade brings all the boys
No, don't finish that sentence.
to the peak. All right.
It's hot in here, huh?
Yeah, it's hot.
Sorry.
You tell me. I know. It's just, well, you guys wanted. Yeah. So this is the. We also get the chance to see more of the cultists as you kind of come through here.
And they're all diseased as well.
Yep.
And they view that as a blessing.
Except this guy. That guy's pretty. Look at that guy.
You can't just tell if somebody's sick by just like look. He could be just very stoic.
Yeah, he could be. He's like you can't tell. When you're not looking, he coughs. But now that you're looking at him, like her too, she's like she has a faraway look. Oh man, she's distraught. All right. I feel bad for her now. I don't want to kill them. I'm gonna let them go. There's another skeever. They like to eat stuff.
Squeak, squeak.
These guys are eating skeevers. Yeah, you know. Hey, you gotta get by, right?
I guess when you're hungry, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so these guys are kind of plague infested. They use a lot of diseasey type abilities. They also have the armor set that drops in here. And I'm going to show you the cool shield here in a second on this guy.
Please do.
That's a cool shield.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the shield
Yeah.
that one of our players
Yep.
is making.
And that's the shield that actually drops in the dungeon, so that's a really cool shield. This is another aspect where we try to telegraph mechanics. As you fight these monsters, these grates will start to like build up and have an AoE effect that again the tank needs to go and stand on. So that's to tell you that when you fight the plague concoctor, it might be important. Spoiler alert.
Might be.
Might be important. Hint, hint. And then we're coming up on one of the coolest rooms, I think, in this place, the Plague Concoctor's room. When our world builder, Mike Marchicano, first did it, and we like jumped in here and walked in here, and I was like, whoa, this was like really cool with the fog on the ceiling and the green around the walls, and like this is the Plague Concoctor's room. This is where he builds all of the disgusting, diseasey plague stuff. And he's gonna walk through the door here. I promise. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, do I have to kill people? Oh, there's Yorvold.
Yeah.
That's right. Yorvold has to come in here. So the story behind this guy is he concocts plagues and infects players with them, and then monsters will spawn around the area, and they will. Yorvold will be able to make antidotes for those poisons based on collecting some things. So like the first one I think you need is imp guts or something like that. So you have to kill the imps so that he can, and he actually physically runs around, grabs the imp guts, and then goes back to his thing and concocts an antidote and then throws it into the arena to do it. And you have to do that several times.
He dabbles in alchemy in his spare time. Lucky you.
Oh, so
Yeah,
do
lucky
I.
you.
Lucky you.
Yeah, so do, yeah, exactly. as everybody does, really.
Everybody needs a hobby.
Everybody needs a hobby. Yes. Dun dun dun. Yeah.
And
So
now you're outside?
there's another Vista moment for you to kind of take a look at. See, you're up here. Well, this is nothing, but I'm not going to jump off. Yeah. Rich wants me to commit suicide.
Oh.
Just saying. My character, hello.
Rich just came
I
up
said
here
you were
to.
my hero.
Yeah, he did.
He came up here to.
That was before the Lich Rambert comment.
Now you're just dead to him already.
Yeah. So this is coming up on the final boss. This is on. I'm gonna go get some close-ups of her because she's pretty cool. And these are the statues which people were correctly identifying as statues to Periite. So if you want to talk about
Yeah,
it.
this is actually our first content ESO with Periite. He's not very appreciated even by our team. I've heard some very cool comments about him
Yes.
in the past.
That's why he has 3 statues because he's overcompensating.
Yeah. So basically, he's like, hey, Zahn, you liked a dragon. He left. I'm a dragon, technically, kind of. Though there's been a lot of debates about that on the forums. Why don't we get together and do our thing? And Zahn was all about that. So she is sworn loyalty to Periite, kind of switched over to his cult, and now she's kind of leader.
So
Her
this
armor is awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. That is a unique appearance for her that we had our team was able to make. So this is a very unique dragon priest appearance for her. She also has I think this is the mace that drops in here, but it's got these cool little dragon head things on them. This players will recognize is Spellbreaker, the Daedric artifact, which is usually associated with Periite. So that makes sense why she has it. Throughout this fight, you get a chance to use it. Like you fight her, and then she summons these replica, like ice replica things, and when you defeat it, she loses the shield, and then you have to go use that shield for protection. And then she comes and grabs it back. Funny spoiler alert, she loses the shield at the end when you defeat her, and the shield flies off. And then one of the Undaunted people, their entire purpose here was to get that shield. So here I'll actually show you.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry.
I craft a narrative for you.
There it goes.
Throw it all out
everywhere.
So here's the shield.
I'm so sorry,
Here's the
everybody.
shield
I didn't know he was going to say that.
And right as she gets there, it disappears.
Way to go, Mike.
Dang. Well,
You have a whole conversation about it with her too.
Yep. Sorry.
Tori's like, it was really great.
It was so awesome. You know.
You just put the nail in the coffin by clicking off of it.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you get a brief thing. Oh, and if you do fall off of this one I will
You're
jump
effed.
off.
You will.
Oh.
And you
Hey,
teleport back
there
to
you
the
are.
beginning. Yes.
You will die.
Yes, you will die. And I have, while tanking this or DPS this, accidentally rolled
roll
off
dodged.
roll dodged off the top of it.
Because you're
Everybody
dodging
does
stuff
it.
all
Yeah,
the
we
time.
use your dodge and stuff because these statues will have like cone poison effects, which do a lot of damage. So you really want to avoid those. And I've fallen off the edge before.
Hey, Hulk Hogan was asking, why?
Was he?
he's in chat. Can you believe it? He was asking what style that is that she's wearing. Do you know?
What style? What is? Who's wearing?
It's on.
Yeah.
It's on.
It's not a style.
It's like a
unique.
special.
It's a unique appearance for
No.
her. Yeah,
Well,
it's completely unique appearance.
You
for
can't wear it then.
her. No, you can't.
There you go.
It is Zon the Scale Caller's dragon
Special
priest.
armor.
Yes, appearance. So it is completely unique for her. And we're able to do that sometimes. We get a really unique appearance for some of the bosses sometimes. So. But that is Scale Caller and Fang Layer.
These look like a lot of fun. Difficult too.
They are very difficult.
And you have some changes coming in PTS, the next PTS patch.
Yes.
For
We have
hard
some-
mode, right?
We have some changes for the hard mode. I think did we do the Thurvican ones yet? I think we did. I don't know.
Don't.
So I think we did the Thurvican hard mode changes to take the edge off a little bit in hard mode with the melding phase when there was ghosts up and it was really tough to dodge ghosts. So now when he screams and fears you, he's not going to fear you in a ghost. The ghost disappears. So, but for this one, yeah, we have a couple of things that there was some play like the thing that in hard mode in this, you have to deal with all of the mechanics that you saw previously in dungeon. So there's an orb that has a stone AoE that's on the ground that you have to stand in to turn a stone. There's an ice atronach that'll summon the ice storm from the ogres, and then there's a lemonade which will summon a geyser. So to prevent the uber poison thing, which basically it's all the whole arena lights up and is going to cause it to be poisoned unless you're protected. In hard mode, each person has to grab a unique thing to protect themselves. One person has to get in the geyser, one person has to be frozen in a block of ice, one person has to be turned to stone,
Wow.
and one person has to use a shield. So the coordination required there is a lot, and there were some issues with like if you would run into the thing that would turn you to stone, it takes a while to ramp up to turn you to stone, so people would go in there and then they wouldn't get in and die and stuff. So
How many times during those internally were people like, no, that was not.
yeah, oh, tons.
There were a
And
few
also,
hashtag
there's some,
FFin.
yeah, there was. I was FFinning myself.
You
but-
were.
so, I mean, it was like, who did this crap? Oh, that's right.
It was me.
So we, what's funny is you guys talk about me laughing at players doing this. Well, you should see when me, Rich, Bobby, and Roble were in there doing some hard mode stuff for Scale Caller, and the designers from my team were laughing at us. So as we're like, this is BS, this is it, and they're laughing. So, so that just as much as you guys think I laugh, they were laughing at us. So, yeah, it's pretty funny. And yeah, so we took the edge off some of the stuff in here too to make it. Also, I think there was some overlapping where if you were in the geyser, you could also take the ice thing and stuff. We're trying to remove those kind of aspects that aren't really your fault.
Do you want to do a giveaway?
I was just loading that up.
Cool. All right. Who wants to choose the word?
Not it.
It's
I'm excited.
Let Tori do it.
I'm gonna go with heck.
heck.
All right. I like it.
Heck yeah.
How about heck yeah?
Heck yeah. I like that
yeah.
more.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, let's Rambert.
So this will be for another crown pack.
More crown packs. I saw somebody in chat asking if hard mode is the same as veteran mode. It is not.
No,
It is a
Hard
veteran
mode
difficulty
is
on
really
top.
hard.
So in veteran mode for this boss,
heck
you
yeah.
don't have the extra, you don't have the lemonade, you don't have the stone thing, and you don't have the ice atronach, and everybody uses the shield to protect themselves. It's hard mode that has the unique things for everybody. So veteran mode in this is is a bit easier, and that was part of what I was talking about. What we wanted to do was take the edge off a little bit of some of the hard modes, so that or some of the veteran, so that we could then add the difficulty in hard mode.
You guys want to hear something really cool?
Do I? With that kind of setup.
This will make everyone say heck yeah. There is a bug fix coming in Monday's PTS patch. You know how you can,
Okay. Yep.
you know how
I'm
currently in Cyrodiil you can fall through the keep grates when you get hit with a knockback? It's not going to happen anymore
It's got fixed.
because we fixed that. Everyone say heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
We could do the news real quick while we're doing that. Waiting for this. Not a
Well,
lot.
you got to do it because
With
I don't
me
know what it is.
With me awkwardly in between you two.
Yeah, Rich, what's the news? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just a reminder that Dragon Bones and Update 17 comes out February 12th for PC Mac and 27th for Xbox One and PS4. And that our last PTS patch will be on Monday.
And it's 1,500 crowns. Yeah?
What? The price?
The thing we've been talking about.
We're doing a giveaway for
Oh.
the crowns too.
For the DLC.
Yeah, it's
I'm
1,500
confused.
crowns for Dragon Bones, and
It's
then
1,500 crowns.
and then
The giveaway?
4,000. And then 4,000 crowns for the collector's bundle. Oh, and also the pet and the mount that come with the collector's bundle, you can buy them separately too.
You can, but why would you want to? Just buy everything.
We give people options.
Okay. We should choose a winner because I'm getting really hot.
I'm sorry, it's my fault. Press the roll button.
Ready?
Who's our winner?
Go ahead. It's a lot of consonants.
I can't pronounce that.
Go ahead.
Let Tori do it.
It's-
It was her word.
LOL Interfallation.
Endophalasian. Low endophalasian. That sounds really, really like inappropriate, right? Low endophalasian? Phallasian. It's not.
They're
Okay,
definitely a high
it's-
elf.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, they are high elf. They're high something.
They are a
ESO
player.
Live
They
After
are, yeah.
Dark.
Thank you, low
All
endophalasian.
right, so
this is.
congrats. We'll get in touch and get you your crown pack.
Don't
Linderflation.
Urban Dictionary that.
I had to go there.
Okay, well, I'll send you a message just so you know you won. In case we're completely butchering that name.
It was butchered.
I think we were. Yeah.
I mean, it starts with LOL, so.
Oh yeah, how many Twitch names start with LOL?
Well, that's it. That's the end of our show.
That's a hell of a way to end.
So next show, sorry, I got to stretch out here. My knees are popping. Next show, aren't you guys doing a dungeon run?
Yep.
That'll be fun,
It'll be fun.
right?
Yep.
So,
So
what are you
fun.
Are you doing veteran?
I think
We're gonna
that's
do veteran
still
hard mode.
Are you?
Ooh.
We're gonna do hard mode.
in an hour.
We're gonna try.
You're actually gonna complete it.
You know
right?
what we're gonna do is we're going to start on hard mode.
And then work your way backwards.
See, we're gonna see how.
No faith. What the?
Then we're
Wow.
gonna see how. I'm just saying. Yeah, we're gonna start hard mode, and then we'll see if we can get it done within the show's time frame.
So that show will be on the 16th.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.